Good afternoon, my students. Welcome back to our lecture after having a long holiday in celebrating New Year. Before presenting the lecture, I'd like to say Happy New Year for all of the students, and I hope the new year will bring joy, peace, and happiness to all of us. Well, for the time being, our topic of discussion today is about understanding news item. And for your information, this topic is our 14th topic, so that we still have one meeting or one lecture left before having the final test next week. Well, let's start by describing or explaining about the definition of news item text. News item text is a text about notable, usually current events. To sum up, a news item text is a kind of a text which aims to inform the readers about the important newsworthy events of the day. So from the definition, we can grasp or we can conclude that the news item text relates to the important or newsworthy events of the day or the actual event of the day. Well, let's continue our discussion by discussing about the characteristics of the news item text. A news item text has several unique characteristics that makes them easy to spot. Those characteristics include the first one, the text features a notable, important event. The second one, the text usually uses concise language. And the third one, the text usually has a headline and accompanying photo or illustration. So to sum up our discussion in the second slide about the characteristic of news item text, that there are three characteristics of the news item text. The first one is the features of a notable and important event. Second one is it uses concise language. And the third one is it has a headline and accompanying photo or illustration. Okay, let's turn to the next discussion about the language features of the news item text. Virtually all news item text share several similarities when it comes to language features. They often use this quite frequently. The first one is simple past tense. However, the simple present tense might also be used. The second one, using reporting verbs. The third one, using action verbs. And the fourth one, using adverbs. And all of those features will be explained in detail in the next slide. So please remember, there are 4 language features in the news item text. The first one, using simple past tense. The second one, using reporting verbs. The third one, using action verbs. And the last one, using adverbs. Okay, let's move to the detail. The first one is about using simple past tense. Use simple past tense or simple present tense. As we stated above, news item text is aimed at letting readers know of recent important events. It goes without saying that you can't really report an event that hasn't happened, which is why simple past tense is the hallmark of a typical news item text. However, many writers and journalists use simple present tense when writing news item text to give the impression that the news feature is still really new and urgent, so that readers are more likely to read the news text. Simple present tense is also used to report an ongoing event. So what should we remember about this term or this part, that using simple past tense is the main tense used in the news item text. Besides, we can use simple present tense in special occasion, such as to give the impression that the news feature is still really new and urgent, so that readers are more likely to read the news text. And the second one, to report an ongoing event. So please remember why in news item tag, simple past tense is dominantly used. However, there is a slight usage of simple present in this text to report an ongoing event or to report a new and urgent information. And then the second one, using reporting verb. Use reporting verb. A reporting verb, as the name suggests, is a word which is used to talk about or report on other people's statements. Reporting verbs can be used to great effect, but the difficulty with using them is that there are many and each of them has a slightly different and often subtle meaning. Some examples of reporting verbs are respond, answer, say, tell, inquire, ask, suggest, announce, critic, support, express, confirm, etc. Generally, reporting verbs are used in their past tense form in news item text. So, what is the important aspect of using reported verb in the news item text? That, like I said before, reporting verb can be used to great effect. Okay, and also it is used to take or to draw, okay, the attention, okay, and also about the critic support, confirmation, etc. So those things should be understood by students when using reporting verb in the news item text. Next, the third one, using action verbs. Use action verb. Basically, action verb is a verb that describes what a person, animal, or object can do. It does not describe one state of being. Take a look at this example. Julia plays the piano. In the example above, the verb play shows an activity that Julia does. Julia is physically playing the piano. Hence, why play is an action verb. Let's compare it to the sentence. I don't understand what she said. Understand is a mental process, not something that you physically do. Therefore, it is not an action verb. So here, all of the students are hoped to be able to distinguish between which one is action verb and which one is mental process verb, so that you wouldn't make any mistake in determining the exact or the precise action verb in creating or arranging the news item text. Okay, place here represents the action verb itself. So you have to be able to distinguish which one is action verb to represent or to give the meaning or to give the power, or what we call it, the nuance of the news item text itself. So the ability in determining the action verb is really needed in creating or arranging the news item text. Next, the fourth one, using adverbs. An adverb is a word that modifies or describes a verb, an adjective, another adverb, or even a whole sentence. Put it simply, adverbs help make your sentences become more detailed. The following are examples of action verb in news item text. As you can see, the first one, adverb of manner, such as once regarded as a model for preventing COVID-19 infection. New Zealand's swift response to the pandemic and its geographic isolation kept it largely free from the virus until the end of last year. This part of the statement or the news is taken from abcnet.ae. So, as you can see, the use of largely represent adverb of manner. So, you have to be able to cluster which one is the adverb of manner and also the other kinds of adverb. So it avoids you to make a mistake in determining the kind of adverb, especially adverb of manner. The second one is adverb of time. For example, the number of monkeypox cases in Colorado has risen to 36. The number is rising quickly, and the number of doses of the vaccine to prevent the effects of the virus is running down. The news or the statement is taken from the cbsnews.com. So here, the use of quickly represent or belongs to adverb of time. So here, when you want to determine or choose which one is adverb of time, you have to have the ability or knowledge about the adverb itself. Okay, here quickly is one of the adverbs of time. And the third one, adverb of degree. For example, the median home price in Ottawa declined slightly in the second quarter of 2022. Compared to the first 3 months of the year, a new royally paid study has found, though prices are still higher than they were this time in 2021. This news or part of the news is taken from the ottawacitizen.com. So here, slightly belongs to adverb of degree. So you have to be able to understand or to know about the kind of adverb of degree. So like I said previously, in the next time, you have the ability in determining which one is adverb of degree, which one is adverb of time, and which one is adverb of manner in composing or creating the news item text. Well, after listening to or paying attention to my presentation today about the news item text, and now your turn has come to answer the exercise of identifying the language features of the news item text below with the title Japanese fugitive accused of fraud deported from Indonesia. So I ask you to answer this text within this meeting for about 10 minutes. Well, time is yours. Good luck. So once again, your task is to identify the language features of this text. You have 10 minutes to finish or to um, accomplish all of the answers of this task or exercise.
Excuse me, Pak.
Yes?
Can you send please the material to our WhatsApp group?
Okay. Don't worry.
Thank you. Thank you, Pak.
Please hold a minute. Okay. It has been sent. So please check it out.
Thank you, Pak.
You're welcome. Well, please pay attention. Your time in answering this exercise only 10 minutes, okay? Because we are limited or we are restricted with the time of using the pre-Zoom meeting platform. Well, I'd like to inform all of you that we still have 9 minutes left. So please quickly or be quickly in identifying the language features of this text. Maybe one of you have finished,
I will try, Pak.
has finished in answering or identifying the text. Dewi?
Yes, may I
Okay,
try?
please, Dewi. Time is yours.
All right. I have
Okay,
already
from
choose.
the first language feature, we have simple past tense or using simple past tense. Could you tell us which one is the use of simple past tense in this text?
Past tense. On the first paragraphs, it was mentioned accused.
Okay.
And program was deported.
Mhm.
And from Indonesia on Wednesday, an immigration official said.
Okay, that's it. Present, simple,
The past
sorry,
tense.
active,
The past tense.
active, and then passive past tense. Okay, and then
Yes.
the second one.
Second paragraphs. Second paragraph is arrested.
Mhm.
And by the National Police in Lampung earlier this month and boarded.
Okay.
And one more that is mentioned also said, official Douglas Simamura said in a statement.
Yes, that's it. Okay, what about the third paragraph?
The third paragraph, let me to check. The third paragraph also mentioned about the past tense, deported.
Are you sure it is it?
Sorry, is being deported is not the past tense, is
What kind of
future perfect.
tense? Okay, and then which
Yes,
one is the use of past tense?
the past tense. Let me. He said. That's considered past tense.
Okay. What about has revoked?
Has revoked that
Present.
Future tense.
Present.
Sorry.
Present
Yeah.
perfect.
Present
Okay.
perfect. Yes. Present perfect tense.
Okay.
Has revoked.
Man is being deported. What is the tense used?
Say again, Pak. Sorry.
The third paragraph. This man is being deported. Is it past tense or any other tenses?
Any other is not past tense. Future perfect something.
Is being deported? Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Let me.
Is being
I'm not sure
deported.
about it.
The man is being deported. Orang ini sedang dideportasi.
I'm so sorry. That's slightly confused for me.
Okay. Please check your
I will.
grammar
Yes, I will.
and structure in English.
Sure.
Present or past, based on your opinion. Being deported.
Present because is being.
Present. So present what? Active
Present
or
perfect.
passive?
Passive.
Passive. Okay. So
Yes, because it's being and then there is a past of a verb as well.
present, passive, participle. Okay. Present, passive, participle. Okay. And then what about the fourth one?
The fourth one, Taniguchi is accused that the same thing like present passive is accused.
Is accused. Okay. Passive, present or past?
Past. Sorry, present passive.
Passive. Okay.
Yes.
And then which one is past?
The past tense is intended.
Yes, that's it. And then
Mhm. And businesses infected by the
Infected.
COVID-19. That's also the past tense.
Are you sure?
Impacted.
Impacted, passive or
Yes.
active or present or past?
Let me check. Sorry. For small business impacted by the COVID, for small, sorry, that passive.
Passive, present
Yes.
or
Present. Sorry,
past?
present passive.
Okay, present, passive.
Yes, present passive.
Okay. Then next, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the fifth one.
That's the fifth one. It was mentioned also adverb of time. I believe that allegedly submitted is past tense.
And then
And of false applications is present tense because it was with s. And program and flat for flat also that's considered.
okay, thank you, Dewi. I think that's all. And for the rest, for the remnant, will become your homework. So the last and also the other language features about reporting verbs, action verbs, and adverb will become your homework. And as usual, at the end of the lecture, I'll send the link of the attendance because we still have 3 minutes left in using this application. Okay, let's check our chat. The first one is for the executive students, while the second one is for the regular one. Okay, please. Have you got the link? Have you come across to the link?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
We got
please.
the link.
Okay, please fill out your identity into it. So once again, I'd like to inform that the rest of the language features or other language features of the news item text will become your homework. So please submit the assignment next week before our lecture or no, before we start our final test. So once again, I'd like to remind you that there will be the extra meeting or the extra lecture on Friday. Okay, please give or provide your time to have the extra meeting about this lecture because we still have one meeting left. Thank you for your coming, your attendance. See you next week. See you on Friday, and goodbye.
Thank you, sir.
You are welcome.